Get over here as well. Did some JB welding. I could not get this pipework to solder back on. Just couldn't do it. It's definitely the solder. I peeled some of that old solder off and it's definitely a solder. But that's actually lead soldered though. This is actually lead soldered originally. And it's just unstuck from that pipe without damaging it at all. So I've decided to JB weld it and it's worked quite well so far. I'm going to weld that bend there, weld that bend, let that set, then do that bend there the next, I'll allow 24 hours between each time I do that. I did this one yesterday, about 2 o'clock yesterday, so it's been a bit more than 24 hours for that one to cure, and that's holding quite nicely. It's worked quite well so far. I'm going to make this shelf nice and really cold then. I can actually put ice cube trays on this shelf. It is twisted though. That's not because I put this thinking of holding it. It's been twisted from the factory, I think. It twisted when I got it. This shelf twisted. Yeah, it is too. That's how it's been put together. It's been riveted like that. Oh, that's come off here. Ah, there's nothing here. I just realised that. I can fix that though. There's no damage done there, so I can fix that easy. And the back, and the back's holding it. Yeah, there's no harm done there. I just realised that now. You got a rivet on that side. There's a bolt missing in the back there, a bolt missing in the back there, the bolt missing here. This thing can't move anyway because of the pipe work. So what I'm going to do, once this JB Weld's job's all done, I'm going to put some bolts in here, little bolts and washers, and fix this shelf firmly in place. I'm just using this box and cardboard because I haven't got a clamp to go in there and hold that pipe work. So I'm just using this box of cardboard there, the packet. I'm just using the springiness of the cardboard to hold that pipework firmly to the plate when I JB weld it. It'll give you maximum heat transfer. It doesn't say nothing about it being exposed to extreme cold. I know the heat, it can handle quite high heat and it can handle cold temperatures once it's set. It does not say... I can give it a try. It doesn't say what it's due to cold expansion. I'll give it a try. If it cracks off, it cracks off, but there isn't really that much expansion here anyway, so it should probably hold. And that welding there, that lead's obviously broken off to the heating and cooling expansion as it's been turned on and off over the years. We'll see how this JB weld holds up. Interesting to know. Set that light up and I'm going to do that little corner there. Fix that up. Okay, well I added some more JB right under there. It's a little messy but not much of a problem. That's going to hold all that together now quite nicely. We'll see how that goes. Got a bit on the bottom but it doesn't stick to this surface very well because it's smooth. I'll clean that up anyway, that's alright. It won't stick to there very good anyway. But it came up pretty good. Scrape off that bit there, that little drip. That's probably going to be sharp. There we go. No sharp chips because they're going to kind of hurt my hand. If I stick my hand in there to get some, and I hit that dry JB weld and those little drips, they're probably going to be quite sharp. Other than that, that should work quite well. I should spread more cold out. That's just the weakest part. I've also put some screws in here. I just got to get nuts for them. Fit some nuts to fit those screws, and that's it. Now to hold that shelf perfectly centre. Just so it doesn't stress out that pipe work. We don't really want this pipe work here to move. So that shelf has to be quite secure. Well, theoretically, I could have taken this shelf out altogether and let the pipe work hang there, but you don't really want to do that. You want to keep this thing, the pipe work secure and protected. You want to get all the cold out of this system as possible, so it's best to have that shelf there, even though it looks like it doesn't belong because it's actually steel galvanised. But yeah, you do want that shelf there because to get that most cold out of your pipe work possible. So I want to keep this thing original. I just could not get the original solder to work no matter what. So JB Welded is. That's holding most of the week, or most of what wasn't touching is holding, and that cardboard will just rip off at the end of it. Got a little bit of cardboard stuck here, but I'm not worried about that. And that way they're going to see it. Once it's if it holds on, it stays on when it's frosted up and it's cold. You're not going to see it anyway. It's all going to be covered nice and frosted up. So I'm not really worried about that. It's just going to do its job to hold the pipe on this plate here. That's all it's going to do. Anyway, and yes, I was careful putting this under there as a wedge to hold that box up. You got to be real careful when you have sharp objects on here. Even though it's quite thick metal, this one. It's a stainless steel, not aluminium. It's just a pressed sheet of stainless steel. So just treat it like aluminium. It's best to look after stuff here. Just use that principle. I thought it was aluminium at first when I first got this fridge, but when I looked at this, no, this is stainless. This is all pressed out of a sheet of stainless steel. So you're pretty good, they're pretty safe there. Anyway, there's nothing that's, you see there's a lot of stuff's been put in and out of there. It's pretty strong. Anyway, that's nice and secure. That's going to work quite well now. This fridge will polish up and I'll put it in my rumpus room to run this off my inverter. Have this in my pool room as a drinks fridge. It's going to put a, as I said, it's going to put it back on that. It shouldn't move anyway. I'm going to have it against the wall, so it shouldn't matter. This isn't easy to open anyway. My little one can't pull this off very easily, so it should be right. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. It came out quite well. Thanks for watching.